This is one of the worst sleep paralysis experiences that I've ever heard. I was listening to this in Spanish last night in bed and I was like, why did I do this to myself? I had all day to listen to these stories. I shut my phone and just kept thinking, please, I don't want to experience this. Please, I don't want to have sleep paralysis. Give me a nightmare. I do not want to experience this. Actually, is this sleep paralysis or is it something different? Let me just tell you the story so that you will understand. And if you suffer from sleep paralysis, you might want to skip this video. I'm not joking when I said this is like creepy as fuck. Oh my god, she cussed. Yeah, I did. I fucking did. So this girl named Geraldine says, I'm so scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. So this girl named Geraldine says that she was gonna go to bed early because she had a very important presentation the next day. She explained that she has never experienced anything paranormal or like sleep paralysis or cuando se te sube el muerto. Like this has never happened to her. However, she does say that she loves paranormal podcasts, stories, movies. She's super into all of it. So she goes to bed. She's laying there and she says that she saw like a shadow come into her bedroom and she realizes that she cannot move her body. Mind you, in her head, she's laughing. She's laughing because she's telling herself, oh my gosh, am I finally gonna experience a sleep paralysis episode? This has never happened to me before. She was kind of excited about it. She tells herself, this is your first sleep paralysis episode, enjoy it. So as she's laying there, she's starting to remember things that people have said about sleep paralysis and she starts telling herself, okay, so what do I know? You're gonna be frozen. If you get scared, worse things happen to you. Wait, if you get scared, worse things happen to you. I'm not scared. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. Wait, I'm super scared now. Why am I so scared? Side note, the fact that she's thinking about all this and when I have sleep paralysis, I'm like, what the fuck? So as she's in her head talking to herself like, wait, I'm scared. Wait, I'm so scared. Wait, something's gonna happen because I'm so scared now. In that moment, she hears almost like if something hits the ground and it's dragging itself close to her bedroom. And her terror, like she starts to get more and more scared just listening to that sound of like somebody's dragging themselves on the ground towards her bedroom. As the sounds are getting closer and closer to her, she obviously cannot move, but she says that she was very curious and wanted to see what this thing was, even though she was really scared. So she finally turns her eyes, and with the corner of her eyes, she sees what looks like a little boy peeking into her bedroom. She explains it as like a 3 or 4 month old baby just standing by the door peeking inside. The little boy starts walking slowly towards her bed. She explains that she gets chills and she starts thinking to herself, why are you so scared? You've never been scared of kids before. Like this is just a hallucination. That's when she feels by her feet like if something is tugging on the blanket, except she knows that it's the little baby boy climbing the blanket to get on top of the bed. She feels this baby crawling towards her head and she knows that the little boy is right next to her and she just wants to close her eyes. She doesn't want to look at that baby. She can hear that little baby breathing by her ear. And in that moment, she's like, wow, people were not lying when they say that sleep paralysis is really terrifying. It's so scary. That's also the moment where she feels a tiny cold hand touch her cheek and she is thinking, how do I get out of this? What have people said? I need to focus on something else. I need to focus on my toes, try to move them, try to do something. At this point, she closes her eyes and she's trying to distract herself, but she's feeling this little boy crawling all over her, on top of her, in between her legs, and she's trying to not get scared because she starts to think, if I get scared, it's gonna get worse. I need to relax. I need to calm down. And that's finally the moment where she feels her fingers moving. She starts breathing like slower. She's trying to relax herself and she's still a little bit curious, and she says that she kind of looks to where the baby is and she notices that the baby kind of like goes towards the window, and that's when the sleep paralysis stops. She's able to move. She gets out of bed, obviously. She goes to her kitchen, she makes herself coffee and she tells herself, yeah, we're not sleeping tonight. We're gonna have to do this presentation very tired, but whatever. I just don't want to go back to sleep again just in case that happens again. She said that she's laughing, you know, because of what just happened, and she also has tears in her eyes because she was scared, but now it's kind of like a little funny, but like not really. But instead of focusing on what had just happened, she said that she decided to take her presentation out, just study, make sure that it goes good for the following day. So time passes. It's about 5:30 in the morning and the sun is starting to come out. She starts walking towards her room because she's just gonna pull out clothes to wear for the day for her presentation, and that is where she sees it. In that window where she saw that kid last were 2 little handprints. What the fuck? When she sees that, she says that she went pale, like she was shocked. She was like, was this sleep paralysis? Was it not? Why are there 2 little baby handprints on the window? She says that the presentation went horrible. Horrible. But what do you guys think? Like, why were there 2 little handprints on the window? If this was sleep paralysis, or was it?